Everyone thinks that being a professional footballer is a gateway to financial freedom for life. Well, while that might be true, there are some footballers that went completely broke after making it big. Let's look at 10 of them. Starting at number 10, we have Chikelu Ilueyosi, who was not the most popular name and a fringe player for the Super Eagles, who achieved little with the senior national team. He however made a career playing football, and quite a profitable one. He was part of the national under-20 sides that featured in the World Cup Youth Championship in Nigeria in 1999. He also won 4 caps with the Super Eagles. He is famous for his marriage to Nollywood actress Stephanie Okereke that was annulled by a Lagos court after it was discovered that he was legally married to another woman in the United States at the time he took Stephanie to the altar. However, despite featuring and earning big salary for various clubs across the globes from Turkey to Libya to Australia and Saudi Arabia, Ilueyosi was not doing well financially after he retired. At number 9, we have Mohammed Yusuf, and he also wasn't the most popular name, but he was a regular in the Nigerian team. The former Eyimba or Aba defender enjoyed a starting 11 position in the Super Eagles during 2008 to 2011, and he blossomed in the fullback position with his incredible defensive and offensive talent. After Eyimba, he played for Al Hilal of Sudan, and then he moved to Switzerland before returning back to Sudan. However, the pacey defender suffered a serious injury in the 2010 African Nations Cup, and his career was never the same. There's a report that Yusuf is currently based in Kano, and he is very broke as he has been abandoned by the authorities and the Nigerian Football Federation. Next up at number 8, we have Wilson Oruma, who captained Nigeria under-17 team to win the 1993 World Cup in Japan. He was part of Nigeria team that featured the likes of JJ Okocha, Sunday Olise, Nwankwo Kanu, Celestine Babayaro, and amongst others. He spent most of his career in France as he played for RC Lens, Marseille, and clubs in Switzerland, and Kavala FC in Greece, and he made millions in the round leather game. Though a gifted player, Oruma lived in the shadow of Austin JJ Okocha in the Super Eagles and was used each time JJ Okocha was out injured or not eligible for matches. He has a Nigerian as well as a French nationality and made millions playing. But the former Super Eagles midfielders for 6 years had mental disorder after being defrauded heavily by a Lagos-based pastor and some fake oil businessmen. He's presently said to have regained mental stability and was offered a role in the Nigerian Football Federation before the Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup.
Every support you'll be giving to me, much love you showed to me and my family. We are Eddie and Sam. Thank you so much. I never knew people loved me so much like that. I appreciate and I celebrate you all. Thank you so much. But then see, I'm well and Eddie. Good. No, I'm looking so cute. And today is 2nd of May. Should play this video today just to tell everyone that I'm good and so much love from them. I appreciate them so much. One love to Nigeria.
Next up on our list wouldn't be complete without Etim Esim. He was so good during his days, he was nicknamed Maradona, and people agreed that even JJ Okocha with all his skills was no match for Etim. He was clearly one of the richest African players in his active days before he ran into trouble in Belgium. Etim Esim was known to play in Belgium for a number of teams, most notably Lucarin and Lassine, but his hot-headedness and poor attitude made him get into a lot of trouble, which affected even his international career. Apart from minor spats with his coaches, he got into major trouble in the 1990s when he was accused of raping and impregnating a white girl in Belgium. The case was followed that the grave accusations shoved his career into a free fall, and even his enormous talent could not halt the slide. He escaped from Belgium and insisted on his innocence, although he was eventually vindicated when the white girl gave birth to a baby with no trace of black blood. The stigma never went away. His once promising career crumbled, and the accusation of a crime as heinous as rape proved too heavy for Esim to recover from. He was willing to have driven 2 customized cars built to his taste. On visits to Nigeria from his club in Europe, he retained a permanent suite at the Sheraton Hotel Ikeja, but he went bankrupt. One of his customized BMW cars was seized by the hotel as he was unable to pay bills. Later on, he went around national team camps, moving from one room to the other after Super Eagles matches, allegedly requesting for financial assistance from his colleagues. Fortunately, the Nigerian Football Federation came to his aid some time back. At number 6, we have Ifeanyi Udeze, another explosive Super Eagles left back who was a key member of the national team between 2000 and 2004 after graduating from the victorious Golden Eaglets. Sadly, fortune took a downward turn for the player as he was neck deep in debt after squandering the substantial fortune he gained during his playing days on high-stake gambling and other luxuries. Udeze, who featured for AEK Athens, Park FC in Greece and West Brom in England while active, was also said to have a particular preference for locally manufactured gin and was also seen indulging in street gambling with some undesirable elements around the neighborhood he grew up in Ajegule. Although he dusted himself and became a pundit and started earning some money. So if you are enjoying the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and like. Into the top 5 now, we have Taribo West. He is the guy with the weirdest hairstyle ever in football. Taribo is perhaps the most successful Nigerian central back in history. At the height of his career, he was regarded as one of the best defenders in Europe and was a key member of the Inter Milan squad between 1997 and 1999. He was also part of the victorious Olympic gold-winning dream team side in 1996. When Taribo got to Auxerre in France, he was said to have told his coach to sack whoever is playing his position that he has arrived. It was that singular act of confidence that reportedly earned him the contract. Despite featuring for top sides in Europe such as AC Milan, Derby County, Partizan Belgrade, and a brief spell in the Middle East with Qatari side Al Arabi Doha, Taribo was said to be in financial deep waters as the millions he made during his playing days vanished. He also made a bad investment in his marriage, but now can be seen in Lagos trying his hands in winning souls for God as a pastor, a vocation he undertook towards the end of his career. The only noticeable property left for Taribo is his huge mansion in Lagos. At number 4, we had Victor Agali, and at the time, he formed a formidable striking partnership with Nwankwo Kanu, which was fondly dubbed the Twin Towers. The tall and lanky forward was particularly loved by Super Eagle fans due to his proficiency in aerial duels. His tall physique and his imposing stature saw him lace his boots for top European sides such as Olympic Marseille, Hansa Rostock, Schalke 04 and Nice. However, sources revealed that the player was not doing well financially after he retired. Apparently, despite earning an average pay of 25,000 euros per month while in Germany, some failed investments and a clearly lavish lifestyle saw him scraping financially. He also sold some of his assets to survive. But fortunately, the bad period didn't last long for Agali as he got more involved in Nigerian football. At number 3, we have Femi Opabumi, who is remembered for being a key player at 2001 FIFA Under-20 World Championship, where he scored a hat-trick against Australia and won himself the silver shoe as second highest goal scorer and also the bronze ball as third best player in the tournament, helping Nigeria to reach the final where they lost to France. His story is a real grave to grass story. Opabumi played for Nigeria and made his debut in 2002 and was a participant at the 2002 FIFA World Cup and became the third youngest player to ever play in the World Cup finals after Norman Whiteside and Samuel Eto'o at the time. He played for a few clubs including Shooting Stars FC, Grasshopper Zurich in Switzerland and Nantes in France. He retired from the game after he had a defect in one of his eyes during his football career. He was later based in Ibadan in the southwest region of the country. It is said that Opabumi survived his last month in Europe through the assistance of former teammate Peter Osaze Odewingi. At number 2, and most surprisingly, we have Rashidi Yakini, a former Nigerian striker. Yakini played in 5 major tournaments for Nigeria, scoring 37 goals. In 1993, he became the first Nigerian to win the CAF African Footballer of the Year award and was also the highest goal scorer in the 1992 African Cup of Nations. He's also all-time top goal scorer for his nation. During his illustrious professional career, which spanned over 2 decades, Yakini was primarily associated with Vitória da Setúbal in Portugal. However, his talent and passion for the game took him to 6 other countries besides his native Nigeria. He scored an impressive 37 goals as a Nigerian international footballer and represented his nation in 7 tournaments. Notably, he played in FIFA World Cups where he put his name in history by scoring Nigeria's first goal in the competition. However, despite his professional success, Yakini faced significant challenges in his personal life. He battled depression and bipolar disorder, which took a toll on his well-being. In 2012, at the age of 48, Yakini tragically passed away in poverty. Some attributed Yakini's plight to the failure of the Kwara state government to fulfill his commitments to him, adding to the tragedy of his untimely death. Finally, at number 1, we have Celestine Faustin Babayaro, who was unarguably the best cultured Super Eagles left back and featured for Nigeria at various age category, and Super Eagles winning the 1996 Olympics for the country. Babayaro played some of the biggest clubs in England and Belgium. At the time in his career, Babayaro was among the highest paid African players in the world, as he earned between £25,000 to £30,000 per week at Chelsea FC of England. He however declared himself bankrupt at a court in Croydon in 2010 after being charged by creditors. The final confirmation of his insolvency was made known in 2011. The former Anderlecht and Newcastle United defender was reported to have lived an expensive lifestyle both in Nigeria and England. Stories abound on how he blew thousands of pounds and buying exotic items and also partied hard with women. Babayaro's financial trouble became apparent to his neighbors, with one saying that his usually beautifully kept house began to look a bit unkept and they knew things were wrong. So if you enjoyed the video, kindly click on the subscribe button and like, then click on the end screen on your left to watch the top 10 richest footballers in Nigeria.